Hi people, welcome to my channel. So today I'm talking about the months of the year, and specifically I'm talking about where they got their names. Well, it might be a lot to take in, but at least after this video you should be able to tell where your own birth month came from. Now we know that we're using the Gregorian calendar, or which is an improved version of the Roman calendar. And when you're looking at the origin of the months of the year, we have them thanks to the Roman calendar, because most of the words that are used to describe the months of the year are actually Roman. Now, we want to start from January all the way to December. So let's start with the month of January. So where did January get its name? So it's believed that January got its name, or it's known that January was named after the Roman god called Janus, who was the god of doors and gates. I am wondering what this guy had to do with the doors and gates, but well, so it's believed that he had two heads, and because of that he could see the future and the past. How interesting. So that is for January. So the second one is the month of February, and this one is believed to have been named after the ancient Roman festival of purification, and the name of the festival was Februa or Februalia. There are those two variations there. So it was named after the Roman festival of purification. So that is for February. And then we have March. That one is named after the Roman god of war that was called Mars. And what you don't know is originally the Roman calendar began with March, meaning that there were no January and February. We'll talk about it later. So March was named after the Roman god of war that was called Mars. And then we have April. This one was taken from the Latin word aprile, which meant to open. You know, when during spring the birds open up, so that is where we get the name April. But then at that time the Romans called it Aprilis, and because of the reforms that have taken place today, we know it as April. Then we have May. This one is named after the Greek goddess Maya. I hope that is how it's supposed to be said. And Maya was the goddess of growth of plants, and from Maya we have our month May. And then June is named after the Roman goddess Juno, who was the goddess of marriage and childbirth. You get married, you want kids, then that was the goddess that you needed to pray to. And well, all that will be irrelevant information if I add anything about who was married to Juno and stuff like that. So let's talk about July and August. These ones are after famous or great personnel in Rome, such as Augustus Caesar and Julius Caesar. So from Julius Caesar we got July, and then Augustus Caesar we got our month of August. Okay, we have the last for September, October, November, and December. So these ones were named after Roman numbers 7, 8, 9, and 10. September, we had September, October for October, November for November, and December for December. Before, the months of July and August were called quintilis and sextilis, meaning that they were also named after the numbers, whereby later on, after now, they were renamed because of Julius. Of the two personnels, the names changed, but before, July was quintilis, and then August was sextilis. I mentioned that before what we have today, we had only 10 months in the Roman calendar. So January and February were not there and were just later added to the calendar. And just so that you know, the word month itself is related to the moon, and originally it measured how long it took for the moon to complete a cycle around the earth. So I hope now you know where the months of the year come from. So we're saying that it's mostly thanks to the Romans, because they were able to name. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Until next time, it's bye for now.